Hi guys, I just wanted to talk to you today about my top 10 books I've always wanted to read but never got round to. Some of them are a lot more recent than others, some of them you may even have read at school, but they're all ones I've looked at and thought, oh, I really should read them and they look really good. So, they are quite different and you might laugh at some of the contrast between the books, but I'll just jump right into it. So, number one is Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. My boyfriend goes on about these movies all the time, and I am quite embarrassed to say that I have never seen them or read the books. I know quite a lot of people that like fantasy fiction would quite like to strike me down now, but it's just something that I've never had the time to watch, I've never got round to reading, although I've come to really recommend it. So it's definitely one that I will seek a copy of either on my Kindle or in paperback and read very soon. The second one is by the same author, and it's The Hobbit, also in the Lord of the Rings kind of theme, I'm guessing. This one is the most recommended by my boyfriend. He says it's the book that I have to read, and he doesn't even read, so that is something. So that is quite high at the top of my list as well. The next one, number 3, I got recommended in school, and I read a lot around it. I've never actually read the book itself, but it's something that's really interesting to me. And that is 1984 by George Orwell, like the future and everything like that. Science fiction, almost a dystopian future, is something that, why haven't I read yet? It's a classic, so definitely going to get around to doing that one. The next one is also like a supernatural sci-fi, and that is The Hitchhikers Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. I believe that this is now on the school curriculum, or has been for quite a while, but I read Of Mice and Men at school, along with the standard Shakespeare and things like that. And I just never got round to reading this book, so that's definitely one I want to read. I know highly recommended work, like, from everywhere. The next one, A Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, is another one that has got my curiosity, because I read an article the other day about the top 10 books that got banned, and this one was at the top. Apparently it got banned for its controversial views on birth and childbirth, and also on negativity. But it seems to be also on the school curriculum, so maybe I need to get my hands on this very quickly and read it, because there is quite a lot of whispering hype about it, and another one I think I'm quite embarrassed to not have read. My 6th book on the list is also quite embarrassing. It's Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This book is another one of those ones that everybody's read, and I have it in paperback. I picked it up from a second-hand bookshop years and years and years ago, and I've always had stuff that's trumped it on my pile. I always have a pile of books, always. I'm never without something to read. And this one's just never quite made it to the top, and I feel that it is one that maybe I really should dig out and get reading soon. The next ones are a little bit more contemporary fantasy, supernatural fiction series, more than, well, one of them's a book, 3 of them are series, that I really have read a lot about or seen a lot about on the internet and thought that I should get my hands on. The first of them is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I first saw it on Miss Glam Ramsey's YouTube channel, and she's a beauty vlogger here. Then I heard about it through Fleur de Force when she was going to visit them. Then I was on Twitter the other day, and Tanya Burr, another beauty blogger, was mentioning this book series, and I thought, why have I not read it yet? So I go onto Kindle and I read the summaries, and I'm thinking, this is really up my street, and I still don't have a copy of it. So this one will probably reach the top of my list a lot quicker than the others. There is a lot of hype and a lot of buzz about it online, and it's something that I definitely want to get my hands on soon. I believe there's 3 of those books in the series currently, and I will definitely be getting my hands on them as soon as possible. The next one is the Vampire Diaries series by L.J. Smith. This is now a TV show as well, which I haven't watched either. Again, it's one of those things that I've always looked at and people have always recommended, but I've never quite reached my purchase stage. So, another series that I definitely need to get my hands on and read. It's one that has got mixed reviews as books. I know that I have a friend, Lisa Adams, and she recommends them so much. But I've just never really got down to reading them, so that's something that I need to source soon. The next one is the House of the Night series by Kristian Cast. This one is the one that I always remember. They have the little moons on the covers, and they're always on the supernatural young adult section in Waterstones. And I walk past them every time and think, oh, they've got pretty covers, and I'm gone. And they come recommended online. Haven't got too bad reviews on Goodreads, and I've seen them about, but it's just one of those books that I really think I should get my hands on and have a look at soon. Although I'm not really sure, this is probably the series that will reach the top the slowest, because I have heard the least about them, really. And my final book is one that has got really mixed reviews from one of my favourite teen authors, who is also highly criticised, definitely Meyer, who wrote the Twilight series. This book is called The Host. And the reason that I put it at my bottom of this is rather begrudgingly. It's actually one that I've already got on my Kindle, but I haven't even opened yet. Because my best friend Sam Crisley has said that it's the worst book he's ever read. Which I think is quite dramatic, considering we've both read a lot of books, and some of them have been a lot better than others. But it's something that he really didn't enjoy after the Twilight books. So I've kind of saved it to kind of cleanse my memory of that series, and then start this one afresh. But I do want to start reading it on a bit of a fresh page. I have no idea what to think about it. And I do need to read it. I want to read it, so that's the big enough reason. So that is my list of top 10 books, including classics and newer ones that I've always wanted to read but never got around to. I'm hopefully that I can strike these books off. I've kind of set myself little targets, like I want to read them this year, but I don't think that's going to happen. But definitely in the next 3 years, I want to clear this list. So let me know in the comments down below what books on your list that you have to read soon, or ones that you know you should have read and haven't. I really want to know if there's any classic books that I need to add to my list. I know that quite a lot of people are going to think that I am not a reader at all if I haven't read these books. But let me know what you think down below, and thank you all for watching. Bye!